and I can't fuck with snakes. I ain't all the way back from my people, I pray I won't fortune for fame. I'm finna turn up and get they ass a taste. I thought I was global, they screaming my name. I'm everywhere like I'm the Chicago way.
Alright. So I got this next segment, right? I call it the Blackballed 3. So I want to ask you, do you think blackballing is real?
Yeah, I experienced it.
You experienced it. Explain that.
Well, somebody tried. I had a situation where I left a management team. I ain't gonna say which one. They called around everybody that I knew to tell them like, don't work with her. Like, they not giving full detail, but they just tell like, don't work with her no more. We ain't fucking with her no more. And all the people that this person called me, and they let me know that this person was doing that. But because I built my own personal relationships with everybody, it didn't do nothing.
Wow.
But it made them look at this person crazy, like you would do that to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, people will do it. Like, people will do it. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been in a position where I could do it to other people.
Wow.
Because when you start to become known, or you know certain people, you get to have like power.
Power.
Yeah, I did this to somebody. I'm not gonna say it. They wanted to be in my space, and I shut that shit off. Everybody around me, we ain't doing none of that. Don't reach out, don't respond, none of that shit. Cause I feel like person played me, and you're not gonna go to nobody I work with, kick it with, smoke with, drink, nobody, no. So motherfuckers fuck with me anytime that shit. It was a no.
Would you call that blackball?
That was my mom.
That was blackball.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna lie, it was like somebody got you fucked up.
Yeah.
And you think you finna work with people that I work with, or you think you finna be in my space around my like
your
no.
circle?
Yeah, like no.
Okay.
And they ain't never worked with them.
Wow. Okay. So I guess I can ask you, like, who is doing blackball? Who is doing the blackball?
I think it happens. I mean, when you got a fan base, it kind of go hand in hand because your fans gonna take up for you. But then I feel like bloggers, they pick and choose. I think radio stations, they pick and choose. I won't say blackball, but it's
you pick a certain side to promote, if that makes sense?
to shut other people out the door.
To shut other people out.
Yeah, I definitely believe that with bloggers and radio stations.
Okay.
I see it all the time.
You see it all the time?
Yeah, I just don't say that.
You don't say that? Okay.
It ain't my business, shit. Like, but I see it.
Alright, so why do you think they do blackball? Why do you think?
Because people have to pick a side.
Have to.
You have to pick a side, whether you want to or not. Like, I firmly believe that because, I mean, you got to be a real out the way person to be neutral. Like, really out the way, really no ties
Okay.
to nobody to be able to be neutral.
Okay.
But when you tied in with who you tied in with, you have to pick a side. I'm a woman, and I know I have to pick a side. Like,
So you?
I know certain people that I would never work with.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't say you're neutral?
No. No. Hell no. We live in Chicago. What the fuck? No. Like, I know it's people that's rappers that I will never work with because it's a land in the sand. And to me, if you work with that person or you get in the space of those people, like certain people, it's showing like disloyalty. Because you know what it is. Like, that rap shit do fall off in the street shit, whether you want it to be or not. And to me, you have to pick a side.
Okay.
You gotta be from nowhere. You gotta be from taxes or some shit, like to come in and be neutral. But if you already solidified certain shit in your song, like I solidified certain shit in my song, like so. And who I started with, that's the land in the sand. It don't matter if I don't talk to them no more, or it don't matter if I don't kick it with them no more. I'm not going where they are. I'm not going to do songs with nobody into it. We don't even never gotta speak, but I'm just not gonna do that. It's the line in the sand. Like you chose your side. If it didn't turn out how you want it to turn out, oh well, you can't
just come to the.
You can't hop over here because to me, if you do that, the niggas you was with gonna look at like what you want. And if them other niggas knew you was with them, you trying to set them up for some shit.
Yeah, it causes problems.
Because motherfucker don't think you trying to set them up. Fuck cause problems because you there with them niggas. What you trying to get information? You trying like what you trying to do? And motherfucker will smoke you. So it's a land in the sand. And people they could rap and shit, but I would never do songs for certain people.
Okay.
I would never be in their hood. I would never be at their parties. None of that.
None of that. Okay. As far as, you know, street shit goes, like, because you mentioned it, like, did you ever jump into it, or, like, you just kind of avoided it?
I won't say, no, I definitely want, I'll say, like, I won't say avoid it, because it's just how people was raised. Like, I felt like I got in the streets because of the dude I was with.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't ever in the street. I was doing shit, but I wasn't doing shit until a nigga I got with. And I started to see like, oh, okay, this shit. You hear about it.
Yeah.
But then like when you gotta be in it, like you see it like, okay. I don't want to say too much on this interview. But you gotta do certain things like even what I told you, what I did early in the interview, like shit like that, or you just gotta know what type of man you deal with. Or you just gotta know this Chicago. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just gotta know, like, you just gotta know. Because even if you're not in the streets or never jumped off the porch, everybody you grew up with have affiliations. So even if you don't gangbang or you don't rep where you from, your brother's from over here, your daddy from over here,
Yeah.
your uncle from over here, your nigga from over there. So you don't. You have to be out the way. You have to be out the way. And even when you out the way, that still don't mean like you in the clear because your family still do shit.
Okay.
Nigga you sleeping with still doing shit. Like so, and the people in music and rappers still doing shit. So I just feel like it's inevitable unless your ass pack up and leave Chicago. Like you have to literally, to me, you have to pack up and leave Chicago. Whether you got affiliation or not, somebody ran you.
Alright, so as far as Chicago, like, you would consider leaving?
Yeah.
Alright, like, explain kind of like why. Like, what's the main reason you would leave?
I feel like it's nothing serving me out here anymore. Like, it's just nothing serving me. Like, the music scene is cool, but the promoters be on bullshit. Radio station choosy. You hear we don't like motherfuckers. It could be a shootout wherever you go. You have to pick a side. It's like that's a lot to be living by. And then when she get real, cause she gonna get real. You have to be ready.
Yeah.
Or you have to already know. Or you have to be prepared. Like, you have to be prepared. Like, a nigga I was with told me about the streets. Like, cause I had like a clue of it, but I didn't know.
Okay.
Until I started to be in it. And I started to see, like, niggas will kill you. You could have $99. A dude could have $99. He see you with 100. He'll take your life. But not like, but he'll take your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For you having something more, or just motherfucker feel like just getting up on people. It's bad.
Bad. Okay. Shit. as far as like getting back to music, you did sign a deal before, but it's like, if a major label came to you, like, would you sign a record deal?
Yeah. I would just tell my friend I would say.
Alright, why?
Because I feel like being independent is cool, but I feel like signing a label would serve just more than me and my kids. Like, it would serve my mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, her living in her own crib, not being on Section 8. Like, it'll help fund my kids' education. And not even my kids, my nieces and nephews, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, independent is cool, but I feel like that will only, me and my kids only reap the benefits of that.
Okay.
But it's like, people's been there from the start. So, I feel some type of way if my kids get the best education and my little nephew in CPS. Nah, we getting up out of that. Or like, I'm living the good life, the high life, and my nephews now, my nieces now, in the hood. Like, so I feel like signing a deal will serve a bigger purpose. And too, like, you put your foot in different doors.
Okay.
With different people. But main reason to serve the people around me.
Serve the people around. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You said like you would consider leaving Chicago, but like, would you ever give back to the community?
Oh yeah, I got an event coming up.
Okay.
August 11th, to support the homeless. I actually got a couple of other rappers that reached out to me, so they're gonna help me. I mean, I got majority of everything, but they're gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? Like pitch in, because it's gonna be a big event, and I don't think I could handle it, but
yeah,
it'll be a lot of pressure. But yeah, so that's what I want to do, and then follow. I ain't gonna be able to do no back to school drive.
Yeah. Okay.
My kids going back to school, but I do a turkey drive.
Okay.
After the homeless, cause I used to live in a shelter, like way before music. So I know what it feels like to like homelessness, like be somewhere you don't want to be, or you somewhere that's not yours. So
okay,
that's what I want to do it for. You know, everybody be judging people, and then I start to realize as I got older that we don't know why people become homeless. Like, you don't know, somebody could have lost their wife, they could have lost their kid, and they never got their mental back. Or some traumatic could have happened to them and they just couldn't deal with life no more. So it's definitely a judge-free zone with the homeless. Like, and if they doing drugs, like, oh well, ain't nobody business. Either you gonna help them or you not. So like, that's how I see it.
Okay. Like, touching on homelessness, how did you like become homeless?
Situations at home.
Okay.
And I was pregnant. I went to the shelter. I had to stay at Tent South Kinsey. It's a place on the west side for homeless people. And I had to sit there for 3 days, from July 13th to the 16th, with my twins, but I'm pregnant too. I'm due in like a month. I stayed there with my 2 kids. And we stayed there for like 3 days, then they found me a shelter I could go to on Washington and Parkside, on the west side and shit. And then like 4 days later, I had my son. And so it's like I didn't have nowhere to go. And I was 19. Yeah, I was 19. So yeah, it was depressing, very depressing. And then I'm a single parent still. I just had a new baby. My twins just turned 1. It was depressing.
All right, speaking of depression, like, you know, that's part of like mental health. So I got this segment called the health check segment where I just ask people about their mental health. So where are you at mentally right now?
Just maybe day by day.
Day by day.
Yeah. I wanted to check in a few times, but I feel like it would have been selfish to my kids, to leave my kids. And nobody treat my kids how I treat my kids. Nobody love my kids. Nobody had a back. You know, nobody. I just feel like it would have been selfish, but the battle, and I think about like I've been depressed for years, like for years. But there's nothing you can do about it. He says check out, like you gonna just check out. That's to get rid of whatever you feeling, and like the pressure of having 4 kids is a lot. And then I just finished my first year of college. I started my second year of college in August, trying to manage music, manage my house, manage the kids, manage the job I got. It's a lot. But it is what it is.
Okay.
I wanted to be grown so bad.
Don't grow up too fast. You know?
Yeah, I wanted to be grown so bad, and now look at me.
Wow.
I did better in life, you know, but it's stressful.
I feel you. Alright, so you know, like, so when you were like going through your struggles, like it started when you was like a teenager, right?
Not really. When I got on my own.
And what was that? When was that?
19.
19.
Like, I went to the shelter in July. I got my own crib in November.
Okay.
So.